Hi everybody, my name is Matt, this is SkoolDoggery, and today we are helping to work with a beautiful Red Border Collie, which are incredibly rare, and she is an ex-working dog. So today we've brought her to a nice little secure field like this with Freddie, just to see if we can help to start her socialise back into normal life. Now that might sound like a bit of a strange statement. Why would you need to socialise a dog that's going into retirement after it's been in a working life its whole time? But that right there in it is exactly why. These working dogs that we bring into our homes after 8 or 9 years out working on a farm somewhere, they're used to a completely different set of routines. They will have spent their days getting up at the crack of dawn, going out working on the farm, running around after livestock, doing all the different things that you need to do. And then all of a sudden, we're going to try and bring them out of that and into suburbia, which can be quite a big shock. Instead of waking up and there being beautiful rolling fields to run through, they've now all of a sudden just got the crescent and the jitty down by the side of your house. But one thing that they won't have come across too much on their previous escapades will be other dogs. Farmers will tend to keep their good couple of dogs that they've got and encourage other people to stay off their land with their dogs, so they probably won't have come into contact with them too much, which is why it's good when you take one out into retirement to make sure that they're good with other dogs and that they're well socialised. It's never too late to re-socialise a dog, and it does help that we've got our Freddie, who is an expert at dealing with nervous or anxious dogs or ones that maybe need a bit of space. He will find a way to kind of like break their barriers down for them and get in. There's no better dog trainer than another dog, and he is so good at it. So we're going to send her over to the expert, leave her with Freddie for a bit, let them run around in this nice big field and see if we can help, just kind of like make sure that she's going to be good to come into, let's call it, civilian life. So while Freddie works his magic, let's think about some of the things that you'll need to consider if you adopt an ex-working dog into your house. Ex-working dogs have been used to being able to get rid of so much of their energy and have a really good regular working routine. They're used to a job. I mean, Border Collies like this are bred for stamina, intelligence and focus. So even at 9 years old like this dog, they still need a huge amount of mental and physical training every single day. We can help her deal with this by giving her some good daily walks, feeding her out of a puzzle feeder, doing some scent work, training games, agility. There are loads of things that we can do to give them that healthy outlet. Now, coming from a working environment, we don't know exactly what kind of sensitivities and habits she's already picked up. Collies especially often fixate on movement, so she may react to things like bikes, joggers, the vacuum cleaner. Who knows what kind of noise might set her off. Just because she's used to maybe a combine harvester doesn't mean that she's going to be okay with the lawnmower. And if that sounds like your dog, that they're quite often scared of things like the lawnmower or the vacuum cleaner, then please come and check out our members area where we've got some great socialisation tools, especially for those sounds. Of course, whenever we're filming, I can't get down on the ground for more than 2 seconds without his balkiness going, "Oh, it must be about me."
Now, something specific to ex-farm dogs like this is that they may develop herding behaviours. If they've had a flock of sheep to look after, they're going to be used to guiding up the stragglers, nipping the ones to get them back into the pack, and the last thing that we want is for them to start doing that with other people, other animals, or even children. When it comes to other animals, you may need to be careful, especially around cats or other small dogs or other small pets. Anything that might set off that prey drive. And it's gonna be the same with people. If they've lived outdoors or only have experience with the farmer and their family, then they might be quite shy and wary of strangers, especially if they were sometimes relied on to be a guard dog. So petting and cuddling them might be something that you have to work on. If, however, they do put themselves into a position like this where they're showing you their belly and asking for scritches, that means you've already started to win. They are beginning to trust you. A dog would not make themselves vulnerable like this if they didn't think that you were safe. But we can work on this with them if we're patient, we do calm introductions, and we give them safe spaces. Now, we will always go on about crate training and how beneficial that can be in so many parts of their life, and it really gives them a chance to have somewhere to decompress and think about things and then come back and approach it on their terms. Just as important as making sure that they're okay with other people and other animals, we need to make sure that we look after their emotional needs too. Border Collies can often form an intense attachment to one person. Now this is very typical of the breed and sometimes isn't a problem, but you do want to make sure that they're comfortable around a whole variety of people, especially if they've been used to living on their own with one or two people and now they're going out into the big busy world. So when we get a new dog like this home, we need to make sure that we give them plenty of time to decompress and settle into their new home, their new routines, the new sounds, the new smells. It's going to take weeks of adjustment before their true personality starts to come out. Make sure that they've got a quiet, safe space, a crate or a bed somewhere away from everywhere that they can snuggle down and get some proper rest. Stick to a routine for their meals, their walks and their bedtime. Get them checked at the vet as soon as possible just to see if there's any problems that you're going to need to be aware of. When you start to take them on walks, start it short. Even though a breed like this could go and go and go, they need to learn their new neighbourhood and you need to find their comfort level. So it looks like Freddie's done his job and she is definitely okay with people, with other dogs. All around she seems like she's going to be an amazing family companion. Check out our Border Collie breed overview, which is coming up next if you want to know more about this amazing breed of dog. Check out our members area for tools to socialise your dog to anything and everything that you need to. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, look after yourself and look after your dog.